Hi, everyone. I want to welcome you to our YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to talk about when to say no, turning down job offers on Upwork gracefully. And so let's start this slideshow from the beginning. Just trying to get things all in the right place so I don't cover up anything for me to see. So, this is a common challenge for freelancers no matter what level you're at. And today the goal of this video is to help you say no with confidence and professionalism and when to say no. So, why does saying no even matter? Well, as freelancers, we often fear saying no is going to hurt our chances of getting a job. And if we say yes to every single thing that comes our way, we're going to burn out and overcommit ourselves. And accepting the wrong jobs often leads to poor outcomes. And that often leads to poor ratings, which then often leads to lower job success scores. You can spend a lot of energy saying yes to every job and trying to fix clients' mistakes because they just don't know the scope of the job and you think you can do the job and you don't want to say no, so you spend a lot of extra time and energy. But the bottom line is you need to preserve your integrity and your reputation. Bad clients try to make you responsible for their failures and to justify by not paying you because they didn't do the job that they thought they wanted, but they didn't know what they wanted. And let's face it, a bad review can hurt your job success score. So, what you need to do is make space for better fitting opportunities. Remember, there's just far too many good clients out there to waste your time on bad ones. So, what are some red flags when you're getting job invites? And normally you start getting job invites once you have a 100% job success score and a little bit of a reputation on Upwork. So they'll start sending you invitations. And when you're new on Upwork and you get your first invitation, you're like, ah, great, I got invited to a job. And so no matter what the job is, you think you need to accept it so that you get more job invites. Okay, but no. And the first red flag, the first thing that should pop up as a red flag in your mind is vague or incomplete job descriptions. Um, be alert to jobs with little information because that's a huge sign that number one, the client doesn't really know what's involved in getting what they want. Okay. Another thing is if a client asks for a sample of your work involving the job that they're offering. Okay, now it's different attaching a sample of work that you can do to prove that you can do, okay, because a sample of your work isn't the particular job they're asking for. But if they're requesting a sample of work for the job that they're asking, that's a huge no. Now, they can give you a small part of the job and say to give them a sample of how you would go to complete it. Okay, that's fine. If they say, I will pay you $5 to do this, you don't do any free work. You don't have to get paid a ton of money to do it, but you need to get paid something. Another red flag is unrealistic timelines. They say, I need it within 24 hours or I need it within a week. And the job obviously takes longer than a week. So, one, they either don't know the scope of the work and how long it takes, or two, it could be that they know and that they waited too long and they need a rush job. And now, if you're an experienced freelancer, and they want a rush job, that means extra money. So in the proposal that you're writing, you can say, all right, this is really an unrealistic timeline, but I can do this for you, but I charge extra for expedited work. I mean, when you get anything expedited shipping, whenever you get anything quicker than the normal, it costs you extra. So the same holds true in freelancing. If they want it within 24 hours and you can do it, okay, charge extra. Okay, another red flag is low budgets. All right, they're saying they're going to pay you $25, but heck, the job that they're asking for, you're offering it for $150, okay? Don't don't lower yourself and say, "Okay, I will do it," because you got your first invite to your job. Okay. Now you can say, I'll start the job and the first milestone, which I'll cover this, this, and this, I'll charge you this amount. But in order to complete the job, there's going to be three other milestones at this rate and this rate and this rate. Okay, you can do that, but don't compromise your rates because you want the job. Okay, value your time and your reputation and your service. Okay, mismatched skills or interests. All right. You get a job invite and you're like, okay, yeah, I can do this and I'd probably charge this much, but they're asking less and it's really not a sweet spot in my wheelhouse of services, but I'll do no. If it's not something that you are, if it doesn't have a skill that you possess, don't do it. Okay. The project doesn't align with your niche or your goals. You've done it in the past, but you just don't want to do it. Don't do it. If you aren't excited about the work, you are not going to do A plus top notch work. And the whole idea is to get paid great money, to build your reputation, to keep that 100% job success score. And if you're not excited and thrilled about the work, it's going to be reflected in the work you deliver and it's going to jeopardize your reputation on Upwork. It is not worth it. Bypass it. Okay. Another reason to say no. You get poor communication from the client. All right. You've accepted the job now, and the client is unresponsive or they're giving you confusing messages. Okay. That's a clear sign of how the project is going to keep going. Get out of it gracefully, and I'll show you a little bit later how to do that. Okay. If they're overly demanding in tone from the start, sever ties. Um, there's unexpected changes to the description because I need to make my boss happy. Well, you're your own boss, and if you're not happy doing the work, cut ties. All right. Document everything that changes. Document the scope of the job, document delivery time changes. You want to document everything in Upwork in case there's a problem and they decide they do not want to pay you. Okay. You've accepted this job. But lo and behold, the job that you accepted is completely different now than what they want. Okay. This is called scope creep. The client adds things that were not original in the posting. The payment terms can change or they aren't clear. The timelines of the deliverables shift drastically. Do not be afraid to say, whoa, hang on a minute. This is all changing. I'm going to offer you a revised proposal to keep this job going. If you accept, great. You're going to honor my terms and conditions. If not, I need to decline. Okay. Always, 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 I cannot say this enough. Trust your gut. If something doesn't feel right, even if you don't know what the something is, trust your gut. Your intuition is the most valuable tool you have in protecting your business. Do not, under any circumstances, let the client control your emotions, your feeling, your gut. All right. If you feel it is not right, it is not right, and get out of there. Your job success score, your reputation is not worth it. Okay. Don't accept jobs that you know you can't complete successfully. Don't continue doing jobs that you can't complete successfully. Declining right from the beginning or as soon as you know this is happening is so much better than failing at the end of the job or midpoint if you decline right from the beginning. All right. Clients remember a professional no more than a poor delivery. It's better to say no professionally than it is to struggle and keep getting through the job and deliver a bad outcome, deliver a bad deliverable. I didn't want to use deliver twice, but oh well. Okay, so how do you say no professionally? Well, you want to end the job as quickly as possible when you realize that this is not what you thought it was going to be. Remember, it's okay to say no. It's okay to say, I can't complete the job. What's not okay is to say, you are a crummy client. You've changed this, this, and this is not what I signed up for, and I'm breaking the contract right now. Okay, that's not okay. Keep your responses short, polite, and free of emotion. Okay. Don't want to burn any bridges. So, for example, thank you for this opportunity. However, after reviewing all the details, or however, after completing some of the work, or however, after seeing the scope of the original job description change, I do not believe this project is the right fit for my services at this time. Thank you for understanding. And if there comes a time another project turns up that might fit my services better, please keep me in mind and I would be happy to consider it. Don't burn bridges. Be polite. Be professional. But absolutely learn to say no. So, some final thoughts on this? Saying no is a sign of a confident, experienced freelancer. Okay. It does not mean that you failed. It doesn't mean that you're not a good freelancer. It's all just the opposite. It means you are a great freelancer and you know the worth and the value of your time and what you can offer. It opens the door to right opportunities. So, bottom line, know your worth, protect your time, health, sanity, well being, protect you. So, let me know if you have any questions. Okay. Love to answer it, love to chat with you. We can hop on a quick Zoom call if you so desire. I hope you join us in the next video. And if there's any topics that you would like us to cover, please drop us a line. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And remember, if you need any additional coaching, contact us. info@rptvirtualservices with an s.com. And we hope you have a great week. Take care. Bye.